Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite Zionist white colonizing prince, Tal the Traveling Clack, coming to you live from America. We're going to take a look at a clip from Ben Shapiro right now about the genocide in Palestine.
Okay, anybody who claims that there's a genocide going on in the Gaza Strip does not understand the definition of the word genocide.
Don't tell me what's the definition of genocide.
A systematic destruction of every member of a population.
Is Israel a system?
Sweet Sugar Plum perked up. Sweet Sugar Plum was like, let me tell you about genocide real quick. All right, calm down, queen.
Systematic destruction of every member of a population.
Is Israel a system?
But no.
Are they on their way to completing and fulfilling a genocide?
No, there are two
potentially.
No.
If they kept on going the same way that they're doing, could they completely eradicate the Gaza Strip?
Israel has the military capacity to do that, and they have certainly not done that. And the reason I can say they have not done that is you know how long it would take them at the current rate to do that, especially given the fact that they are completely targeting terrorists.
Mm-hmm. Are they completely targeting terrorists? Are children terrorists? Are the children the dead babies? The kids?
Civilian collateral damage is not the same thing as targeting civilians.
But is that not a byproduct of genocide?
No, that is not. Genocide is where you systematically destroy a population specifically because you wish to kill the civilian population. That is it.
He's right. That's not very pro-life.
Well, it turns out that Hamas is not pro-life when they hide behind children and women.
And neither is Israel when they drop bombs and nukes on Palestinian villages.
Okay, are you suggesting that Israel is using nuclear weapons?
That we've been nuking Palestinians.
Is a bomb automatically nuclear?
No, not even remotely.
So that's what I said, a bomb.
and nuke. Okay, Israel uses as small munitions as possible to target specific terrorists. Okay, they do this using drone technology. They have to go through 4 layers of legal before any strike is actually approved by the upper layers of the Israeli government. I've seen this actual process in action. I've seen the actual footage at Palmachim Air Force Base in which Israel goes through the process and shows exactly how they have to go through multiple legal steps in order to green light a hit on a terrorist. And they have they've released footage of this, them calling off particular strikes if they believe that the minimal amount of civilian casualty damage cannot be maintained. Okay. So the basic idea, again, what you're talking about here is a population of 2 million Palestinians who are living in the Gaza Strip. The total number of war dead at this point, according to best available statistics, is somewhere between 30,000 and 40,000 dead. Okay. That is not a genocide. It is a horrible, horrible war with horrible human casualties. That is not a genocide.
To your definition, which I will have to disagree with. But that brings me to my next question.
Name a war that isn't a genocide by your definition.
One that isn't a genocide?
Yes.
There's plenty of genocides. They've happened.
My point is that you don't seem to be distinguishing between the definition of a war and the definition of a genocide.
It's just, Americans are good people. They really are. But Americans can be so fucking stupid sometimes. But this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing we've been arguing about. This is the whole thing I get on here and argue about all the time. Is it a genocide? And we just have very dumb Americans and very dumb Westerners now, very stupid people, like a lack of intelligence to understand the differentiation between what a genocide is and what a war is. A genocide is when you forcibly, ethnically cleanse people from their land that they're from in massive numbers, and you do it purposefully. So I feel like I've argued this point ad nauseum at this point, so I'll just back it up with just this small statistic, okay? 1948, 750,000 Palestinians in land. 2025, between the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, 6 million Palestinians. There's only 7 million Jews. There's only a 1 million difference between the Jews and the Palestinians. The Palestinian population has grown from 750,000 to 6 million between the river to the sea. There's 2.3 million in Gaza. There's 2.2 million in Israel. There's 2-point-something million in the West Bank. Not a genocide. Now, you want to argue what's going on in Gaza is a genocide. 50,000 people have been killed in Gaza at the highest estimates according to a terrorist group known as Hamas. They do not differentiate between Yahya Sinwar and a baby and a woman and a child. But let's give them the 50,000. Israel claims highest casualty rates of combatants, 25,000 they've killed. So that means only 25,000 civilians, potentially, and that number is even questionable, have been killed as collateral damage. Since October 7th, 2023, Around 160 babies are born per day in Gaza, equaling to about 68 to 70,000 babies born since the beginning of the 7th of October war. So even at the highest estimates possible, the Palestinian population under this genocide has increased by several thousand during a genocide. Nor did it in the Armenian genocide, nor did it in the Holocaust. The Palestinian population is the only population available to also increase while being genocided. Make it make sense. You know what? It doesn't. And that just is what it is. I love you guys a long time. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, class. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.